Woo! Alright everyone, thank you so much for being here. Just let me take a few minutes just to say thank you. If you're watching this video, thank you. It means a lot that you can watch whatever is going on with these videos. And I don't do these videos for me, I actually do them for you. So I just hope that in some way or another, they can help you. Today we're talking about how to be better at doing things that you're passionate about, the things that you love. So how can you grow? How can you develop? How can you become better at whatever you like? If it's music, if it's sports that you like, or if you're into business, or if you like photography. And I have a feeling that if you're watching this video, if you have been watching these videos, you might like photography. Or I could be wrong. But anyways, if you like to sing, if you want to launch a company, whatever you want to do, whatever you are passionate about, how do you get better at it? And I think that the best way to do this is by a story. So here we go. So when I was about 3 or 4 years old, my dad owned something that we called the dory. It's kind of like a boat. I don't know how you'd say this, but we know it as a dory. And we were going from one island, which was from Roatan, and going to an island called Utila. So everything was going great. It was a smooth, beautiful ride, but on the way, the weather started to shift a bit and there was a problem with the engine. We were stuck in the middle, so we were just drifting. So my dad tried his best to fix the engine, but no luck. And darkness started to...
Darkness falls across the land.
Creatures crawl in search of... Well, you know, I actually saw a whale. Like the tail just went. Alright, okay, anyways. The engine is dead. We are stuck. So we were just drifting in the darkness. But then, because it was dark, we saw a light that was, far away. And it was another boat. A fishing boat, actually. So everyone just started to scream and kind of signal, and we were too far away for them to hear us, and it was just too dark. And it was too dark for them to see us. Someone had a camera, and it was those old film cameras that you had to... It was one of those old film cameras, and we just started to take pictures so that the other boat can see the flash coming from ours, and we just kept taking the pictures until we finally saw that that boat's light just shifted and pointed into our direction, and they came and we got on board. So the good thing is that we were headed towards the same destination. So many years after that, I was just so obsessed with cameras, with taking pictures, and even though it was a scary experience, even though it was dark, I was just fascinated by the camera, but I just could never afford one. So when the time came that I worked and I saved for a camera, then I started to take pictures, and then I started to do videos. And this is where it gets interesting. In economy, there's a graph known as the J curve, which pretty much in summary represents that something starts at one level, but then it decreases in order for it to get better. And this doesn't just apply to economy. I think it can apply to different aspects of life. So if you love football and you want to be a really good footballer, it would be very common that you start at one level, but before you get really good, after discipline and practice, just before that, instead of getting better, you get worse. Or maybe with singing, you start at a certain level, you want to get better, but before you can get better, you get worse. I can tell you this is what happened with me. I started at one level with a camera, not much really, and to make matters interesting, things got worse. So maybe you're very ambitious about doing something, you're very passionate about executing a talent or a hobby that you like. You want to get better. Usually there's a time where instead of getting better, you'll get worse. Basically what I'm trying to say, like the core message of this video is that in life, so many times we can get discouraged. We've aimed for something, and instead of getting better, we get worse. And it applies to every aspect of life. Maybe you want to become a better version of yourself and you try to work on yourself, you want to be better, but then you realize after time that instead of getting better, you've gotten worse. Or you want to overcome a bad habit. You want to have no bad habits, but then during that process, things get worse. Or you want to make a difference in the world and, well, things don't go so much as planned. But the most important thing is for you not to give up. If you've been trying to get better at something, not just your talents and things that you're interested in, but maybe you want to be a better person or you want to become a better family member, and you see that it's taking a while to get there. In fact, you're starting to get discouraged because things don't go as planned, things are getting worse. Please, do not give up. Keep going, don't stop. Because we need adversity in life, we need problems. There's moments that when you're trying to be better, you might get worse. But don't worry, this is temporary. It's not gonna be like this forever. Don't give up when things get hard. Don't get discouraged if you see that things are getting worse. It's all part of a process. That before you can get better, you need to go through some fire. You need to go through some hardships, and that's okay. So keep going. Don't give up. You'll be fine.